Okay, just like say whatever. Let's see if this is working.
Yay, Pepto-Bismol. Yeah.
Oh, I'm picking the mic. I should turn that down.
Can I get the mic a little higher?
Alright, hi guys! So, this was something someone gave me an idea for on a stream. It's me, it's Geeky. We're gonna be ranking the Disney live-action remakes on a tier list. That's what we're doing today. And I say we because I am joined by my bestest buddy, Atlas LLM.
Hello. I'm Flend.
Yeah.
Yippee.
I figured this would be more fun to do with a friend, just because of the nature of this, and also there's one of the movies in here I know Atlas will be very normal about.
I looked back on our DMs to see what I've said about this movie before. Apparently, I've been spamming your DMs about this for 4 years.
Goodness gracious.
I swear this was before we watched the Sonic movie together.
Yeah.
That's how...
That's another fun story. We were the only 2 people in our art history class that were interested in seeing Sonic 2 in theaters, and that's how we became friends.
I also like to imagine it as me just pushing on tumblr.com, being like, I'm so sad I don't get to see Sonic movie 2, let alone with my friends, and then you just hit up my DMs like, hey, I'm going to see Sonic 2, wanna join? I'm like, you wanna invite me? Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sonic the Hedgehog. So, rules here. We have our tiers here that I set up ahead of time. Hold on, I gotta change this one real quick if I can. Hold on. Oh, here we go. There we go. I'm not salty. So...
Yeah.
Okay, so... we're going off of the list of movies I found on Wikipedia article titled List of Disney live-action remakes. So that is why we have the sequel movies here. I had considered, like, disqualifying the, like, sequel live-action movies because they're not technically adaptations of a pre-existing animated Disney film, but that would mean I wouldn't get to talk about Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, so we're not doing that. So we're gonna start in chronological order, so we're gonna start with, So, first ones first. I don't think you're gonna know about this one, Atlas. This is the 1994 question mark Jungle Book movie that has nothing to do with the Jungle Book.
It was from the 90s?
Yeah.
Wait, was there 2 Jungle Book movies?
Yes. The other one is from 2016. That's the one everyone knows about when...
Okay.
Yeah, so there was a different one made in 1994. Let me read to you the synopsis that Google gives me when I look up this movie. When his father is killed by a jungle tiger, Mowgli is orphaned and grows up in the wild, raised by animals. Years later, the bracelet given to him by his childhood friend Kitty is stolen. In pursuing it, he discovers Monkey City with all its treasures. He is reunited with Kitty, but struggles to adapt to civilization. When Kitty's unscrupulous suitor, Captain Boone, attempts to raid the jungle of its treasures, Mowgli's life is imperiled. So, it's a Jungle Book movie that is nothing like the Jungle Book.
Okay, literally, I have never seen the original animated Jungle Book, but
Really?
even I could tell, like, that does not sound right.
Yeah,
I'm a picky person.
You've never seen the original? We should watch the original Jungle Book together. It's an alright movie.
We've established this. Back in my childhood, I was watching Dunstan Checks In.
Yeah. Disney was off the table. This movie with a real orangutan trying to find a way to leave his life of crime behind? Yes.
Like, my childhood movies, yes, we had- it was mostly Disney princesses I'd prefer to watch.
Right.
Because #girl. But then there'd also be stuff like Dunstan Checks In, Jim Carrey Grinch movie. We had a lot of like Barbie movies as well. But like, yeah, I have not seen Jungle Book. Like anything that did have like a direct like princess in it, like I was not interested in.
I've said this on my channel before. It was the opposite for me. I grew up on Disney shit. I think that I feel bad starting us off like this. I feel like we gotta put this guy in haven't seen it. Because, you know, obviously, we have not seen it, but just based on that description alone, it's gotta be a wild ride. Probably very bad.
A man has fallen in the river in Monkey City.
101 Dalmatians. I don't remember if I've seen this one.
I have vague memories of it, but I could probably chat more about it when we get to the sequel.
Right. Oh yeah, other rule. We're allowed to rank it in any of these tiers as long as at least one of us has seen the movie. If neither of us have seen it, we put it down here, except for one later, but that's just because I had a funny idea for it. So I don't think I've seen this one, but I have seen 102 Dalmatians. That was the one that I watched all the time as a kid. I would die for Oddball.
I love Oddball so much, and like, I don't know, like 101 Dalmatians, it is kind of a remake of the original, except the dogs don't talk in that movie, I'm pretty sure.
Right. Yeah,
I do have vague memories of what happens there, but 102 Dalmatians, it has so many like memorable moments.
Yeah.
Just like, Oddball in particular being a protagonist.
And like
makes
Cruella being in a psych ward is insane though. They're just like, we gave her therapy and she doesn't hate dogs anymore. And
she gets re-triggered by Big Ben.
Yeah. They like find out that like all the other animals they were conditioning to not hate other animals.
Yeah.
Like I think they had like a cell that had like a cat that was chill with a bird.
Right.
And then Big Ben rings and like undoes all the therapy and the cat eats the bird or something. And that's how it's figured out like, oh no, Cruella.
Like I think I remember the shot of the cat just like walking out of its little psych ward room with feathers in its mouth.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, like
that's right.
102 Dalmatians I remember a lot more.
Yeah. I
there's
mean,
like
it's got the iconic Cruella gets baked into a cake scene.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like people are still sleeping on that scene. Like, I will go back and rewatch Cruella's boss battle in a cake factory. But I'm also thinking about stuff like the entire sequence where Oddball tries to like roll over on like printer paper to get spots, but then like she ends up like she ends up getting knocked out a window and she's like hanging over the ledge while she is getting re-triggered by Big Ben. But then also a lot of stuff about Monsieur Lepelt, because I always think about the, like, I was too young to understand what they were doing where, like, Lepelt is a pelter. He is having an entire fashion, like, runway with, like, pelt things. But then, the only thing I remember is the song that was like, do-dee, so chic. I'm not doing it justice, but like, I don't know if this is revenge for the Captain Hook comment you made a few days ago, but like, I feel like Monsieur Lepelt Loki has like your villain energy.
Hold on, let me look up a picture of him. It's been like, a bit.
He's like a big buff dude in a Mojo Dojo Casa House coat.
What am I looking at?
I do know he has like leopard undies at some point.
Yeah. He does have leopard print something. Why?
I don't know, like something about the like over-exaggeratedness.
He looks like he'd perform a show on like the Vegas Strip. Like he's a magician or some shit. Not quite Chris Angel. He's not goth enough for that.
I will also say he's like a good kind of contrast to Cruella because she's like elegant and yes, he's just as like fashionable and like slay.
Hold on,
he's also like pow pow.
Sorry, I need to interrupt you for a second. I just found something horrendous. There's a 102 Dalmatians video game. I need you to look at this shit.
Oh boy. Wait, I have the perfect comparison. I was typing. This is what he looks like.
Oh no, he's a cog from Toontown. Okay, I feel like we gotta put it in the top tier. Like, it's a fun movie.
Top tier. Like,
Alright.
I forgot this counted as a live action remake because it's just that good. It's such a solid movie on its own. I had so much more fun with it, and like, heck, it gave us like Glenn Close Cruella.
Yeah,
like
she's like great. Like,
yes.
All right, now then, Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. I remember this being very boring, like, very dark, like, visually, like, colors gone, no whimsy, whimsy not allowed here. And also, Alice has, like, a prophecy where they're like, you're destined to slay the Jabberwocky and free us from the rule of the Red Queen or some shit. Like, they turned it into a generic fantasy movie. And I know it's technically not a remake, it's like a sequel to the original Alice in Wonderland, because it's her as an adult going back to Wonderland? I don't know.
This is the one that I'm very mixed on, because I always flip-flop between I love the world building, but I also think the plot is messy. Like, to be fair, I'm no stranger to, like, edgy, more cohesive Alice in Wonderlands, because have you heard of American McGee's Alice?
Oh yeah,
or, like,
Alice Madness Returns.
Yeah, and like that is like edgy. Like if there was like a scale, Disney, haha, teacup ride, Alice in Wonderland to American McGee, Alice is a psych patient who uses a knife around Wonderland and everyone is dead or decaying. Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland is directly in the middle, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I like the world building, the effects are... the effects are still great.
Yeah, But yeah, they're, like, in terms of the quality, they're good. I do not like Helena Bonham Carter's giant head.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like it does work for the kind of Red Queen thing.
I get
the Red Queen vibes.
Yeah, and I think I know what they're going for. They're trying to make it look like the original, like, book illustrations. But it's just, this is why you animate it, so it doesn't look this uncanny.
Because to be fair, some things that I do prefer, I don't know if I would say prefer, because like honestly, original Alice in Wonderland. But this is the Alice in Wonderland that I do go to watch, but that's because, look at my icon right now, bro, I'm edgy.
Yeah, no,
Like, would it be mean to say that like I like this design of Mad Hatter?
I mean, it's definitely an interesting design. All it makes me think of is a drawing I remember seeing of, like, someone drew the Mad Hatter from the original movie, like, cosplaying as the one from the Tim Burton, and he goes to show the March Hare, like, hey, look at my new getup, and the March Hare is just like, what the fuck?
I think I remember being scared of the March Hare in live action.
Yeah, to be fair, he looks like he would start speaking in tongues. That's just like a real hare. That they just look like that.
You know what? You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah, I think the one design I really don't like in the live action is Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Why do they look like that? Like, why are they just the cooks from Little Nightmares?
I swear I've also seen someone just say that, like, they don't even do anything in the movie. So they're just kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Where do we slot this guy?
I would say, like, I don't know, somewhere in the oranges.
Yeah, I'm between passable
and... it is, because, like, if you just want, like, He Who action, you could just turn it on and be fine. But if you want, like, cinema, you want to feel a lot of things, you're not going to Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. I think, like, passable, but not worth watching more than once.
I think that's one last thing I want to say is that, like, this movie is so mixed for me that I did not realize that the plot starts with Alice's father being dead, and that's, like, a kind of huge motivation for a character.
What?
Alice's father is dead in this movie, and then she's just like, oh, I have to choose between marrying a man to be a traditional woman, or do I carry on my father's business despite being a woman?
But
then, like, I was too stupid to get that as a kid, because they just kind of say that, like, yeah, your father's dead at the beginning or something like that. Like, it didn't even occur to me, like, why the dad's not at the, like, wedding party or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Because, like, they just kind of say that, like, oh yeah, he's dead. It's just like, and, like, I guess you get some payoff during the Jabberwocky fight because she remembers words from her father, but then it's just like, For me, being as stupid as I was
basic,
as
though.
a kid
Like-
and didn't even catch the fact. Yeah, I didn't even catch the fact that her father was dead. It really is just like, you're not watching for this story. You're just kind of here to be like, he who fights scene, he who pretty dresses.
Also, I realized I forgot to change something. There we go. I don't know if
Amazing.
that's how you spell derogatory.
Considering that's the turning point of like, just make a better film. Does it deserve a correctly spelled derogatory?
Fair. It's more just like, you've changed this so much, like, you're only keeping the name of the original for, like, marketing reasons. Just make it its own thing at this point.
I'm so curious what that next one is.
Case in
'cause the
point,